People of the internet, welcome back to another video. It is I, Don Thomas, back in here with another one. As always, folks, the likes, the comments, the subscribes are all greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for the support on this channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into today's topic, folks. Been hearing a lot about this Travis Hunter guy, man. Of course, star athlete has been announced as this year's Heisman Trophy Award winner. Travis Hunter, he's an interesting dude to me. He's an interesting kid. Of what I know of him, again, of course, I'm not necessarily myself personally into college football per se. I mean, I guess I watch the games that matter when it's, you know, championships and this, that, and the other. But I'm more so a NFL guy, I guess. Eagles fan. Go Eagles. But of course, I've been hearing about this kid, man, and his girlfriend. His notorious girlfriend on these YouTube streets, on these social media streets, man. People are concerned. To be completely honest, I myself am concerned, Travis Hunter. But who am I, right? Who are any of us? But just spectators on the outside looking into your life. So, of course, I have a video pulled up here. It looks like it comes from Saga TV. Of course, this clip has been going around of Travis Hunter's girlfriend. So, of course, just real quick context if you're not aware. Travis Hunter is a star-studded college athlete, football player. Is on his way, of course, slowly but surely into the NFL, doing great things within his field. Has a girlfriend that people seem to be a little bit concerned of in terms of her intentions. There's clips that have come out of her saying, well, he wasn't really my type. There's clips of her, you know, being standoffish as he's signing autographs and taking pictures. People are questioning her intent and warning him that he should get rid of her, drop her, dump her, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 because she seems like no good. She seems like she's only around for the money and the status and the fame. Although on the contrary, of course, Travis has come out and said that they've been together for some time. They've been together for the past maybe 5 years. She was with him before he had any of the things that he has now, yada, yada, yada. He seems pretty headstrong on marrying the girl. He's already said he's going to marry her. He's already, you know, he's come to her defense on social media saying that people need to get out their lives, this, that, and the other. So, all of that is good and dandy. He is a young man. He is a young kid. I feel like he does have a lot of life to live and experiences to encounter when making such crucial decisions. So there's been a lot of different people on social media that have thrown their 2 cents in the pot. Of course, social commentators like myself and other people as well too, these podcasts and all these other things. Everybody's throwing their 2 cents in the pot. A lot of people are saying that he should let go of this woman. I'm going to play a clip, of course, of her, the girlfriend. I don't know her name. Where she's kind of just speaking on the whole situation. She's giving her side of the story. I guess saying that, you know, her intentions are indeed pure, this, and yada, yada, yada. I want to watch a little bit of this clip, and of course, I want to share my thoughts as well, too. I think there's a lot of take-home value for anybody out there, but especially us young men right now who are on the up and up, right? If you're a young man right now that's watching out there, a young man or just anybody right now, specifically a man, I'm going to talk to the brothers. If you're a man right now that's on the come up, you're locked in, you're focused, man, and you're showing good signs of potential of, you know, making something of yourself, whatever your field may be, whether it be academics, whether it be in your career, the 9 to 5, whether it be entrepreneurship, whatever your field is. If you are a young man right now that's working towards something, I think there's a lot that we can learn from this Travis Hunter situation in terms of how to maneuver the waters of women. Let's watch this clip. Let's hear her thoughts, and then, of course, I'll share my commentary as well. I encourage you guys to share your commentary down in the comment section below. Let's get into it.
Okay, I'm going to be addressing all this stuff online because I'm tired emotionally and mentally of seeing people try to make me out to be a person that I am not, but with a testimony without a test of faith. So I'm going to start from the very beginning with this my type thing. I got permission from Travis to say these things because these are previously things I didn't want online, but I'm going to tell y'all the full story just so y'all know. So Travis, when he first ever DM'd me, when we first met, I said I left him in my DM for 2 months, and people said, oh, she left him in his DM until she figured out who he was. That is not true at all. The real reason Travis sat in my DM for 2 months is because he DM'd me when he had a girlfriend, and her name was in his bio, so I instantly knew he had a partner. So I exited the message and he sat there until he was single. I don't do home wrecking. I'm not a side piece. I don't stand for any of those things. I support women. So I would never do that to another woman because I would never want it done to me. So I ignored him until he was single. That's the real reason he sat in my DM. Then the second thing, when I said he wasn't my type, I did not mean attractiveness. I don't have a physical type, period. No two men that I previously dated looked the same. My first one was a white cowboy. Second one was a Mexican soccer player. Then I dated a black man who's a SoundCloud rapper. And then Travis. So I have never dated the same type physically. I don't care about what people look like or what they can give me. I date people for who they are as a person, how they honor God, and how they treat the people around them. And Travis is all the above. So when I said he wasn't my type, I meant because he was younger than me. I had never dated no one younger than me, and he had cheated on his girlfriend. I don't know if your type is cheaters, but mine isn't. So no, he wasn't my type at first off of those two things, but that didn't discredit the fact that I was attracted to him. That's obviously why I gave him a chance. And then I learned he truly is a phenomenal and wonderful human being, and that's why we're together, and that's why we're still together to this day. So that's that.
All right. So she's gonna go in to describe more situations that's been happening on the internet. Of course, again, she's just kind of clearing the air, giving her side of the story. To be completely honest, this is my first time actually, honest to God, like, of course I've been hearing the stories and this, that, and the other. This is my first time hearing her speak. Again, a lot of these videos I don't watch beforehand. You know, I see a title, I see a thumbnail, and it jumps out to me, and I kind of go from there. So this is my first time, honestly, hearing her speak. I've seen clips of her. I didn't even see the original clip that they were talking about that she said, oh, he's not. I saw a clip of it. I saw somebody else reacting to it, basically saying that, oh, he wasn't my type, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. I saw the clips or whatever the case is that. But this is my first time actually hearing her speak and tell her side. I haven't seen this clip yet. So very interesting. I'll say this. Now that, of course, I'm more versed, of course, I heard her side. I've been hearing Travis Hunter's side as well, too. Again, I've seen some clips of him. I've seen him in interviews. I've seen him on podcasts kind of, you know, giving his side of the whole situation. And I'll say this, right? None of us, myself, you, anybody that may be watching, none of us can really speak to the true intentions of this girl because we don't know her. Right? Hear me out. We don't know her. It seems like a reach for us to all definitively say, no, she has evil intentions for him. This, that, and the, like, we don't really know. And that's another thing I want us all to remember when we're dealing with people on the internet. You don't know these people. Y'all don't know me. Even the people that know me don't really know me. Like, you don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know them. You don't know Travis. You don't know his household. You don't know the conversations they have when there's no cameras, no nothing. Like, you don't know. Again, I'm hearing that they've been together for some years now. Of course, they're still fairly young, whatever the case is, but we don't know. I can't definitively say, hey, she has negative intentions for this man. And this, I don't know. She seemed pretty well spoken from what I see of the girl. All the reasons that she said she had some qualities that I like in terms of what she looks for in a person, whatever the case is, which are admirable in my personal opinion. Yeah, and of course, these all are just words, right? So these are all words. You know, we've seen people get on cameras before and just say things that sounded good, and then behind closed doors, they weren't really living how they actually, you know, what they actually preach. So I'm not necessarily saying this is her essentially as well, too, but from what I have heard her say in her own justification, sounds pretty straightforward to me. However, on the flip side, you guys know, of course, I'm always going to give both sides because I like to give unbiased approaches to all circumstances, man. I see this as a situation. It appeals to me because I am a man, as of course you heard the message that I was talking to the fellas earlier. I am a man who deems himself as somebody who's on the come up, right? Who's trying to better himself. I'm somebody who has goals and ambition as well, too. And I know, fellas, for us, man, it's these women. It's these women, man. For a lot of dudes, man, it's women are the kryptonite. Whether you had it before or never really had it, whether you're somebody who used to get girls before and now you're getting girls now, whatever the case is, like women, man, wars are started because of women. You know, lives are lost for the sake of women. So it's just like, I know from man to man, I understand, man. Like, I understand how it is when we're bettering ourselves and we start to attract essentially what we deserve, I guess, essentially, or just, you know, in terms of just higher, better quality people and opportunities and things of that nature. So on the flip side of this, man, where I would kind of like a lot of these situations, man, I see this dude, I'm like, man, if I knew him, man, if that was my homeboy, if that was my friend, I would call him up and just have a sincere conversation because, again, I'm not necessarily speaking to you on some little bro or, you know, this is what you got to do because nah. But I think if anything, man, there is a level of experience, right? How old is Travis Hunter? 21, 20? I think the girl's like 23. They're 20 something. So as a 35-year-old man, right, soon to be 36, God willing, in April, I've seen some things in my personal life, in my personal experiences, and beyond, and the experiences of others. And speaking from experience, again, just being alive a little bit longer than this young man and this young woman, I would still caution him in terms of all the people around him. His family, his friends, his coaches, his agents, his lawyers, his girlfriend. Be mindful that you are, I'm talking to Travis directly now, and anybody who could maybe relate. Be mindful that you are unlike the people that are around you. Be mindful that people have ulterior motives. There's a lot of people that are gonna be showing their teeth now and smiling and, hey, oh man. Now that you're the man, now that you just won a Heisman Trophy, now that you're slated for the NFL, getting ready to make buku bread, you gotta be mindful. You can't be naive and think that everybody that comes around you and shakes your hand and smiles in your face has the purest of intentions for you, because that's not the case. Trust me. Speaking from experience. Speaking from experience, man, I've seen a lot of things in my days, man, that really just kind of made me like understand humans, bro. Humans are tricky people. I be saying this all the time. Humans are fickle. Don't think everybody that comes and smiles and shake your hands and I support, you don't really know the true intentions of these people. And again, I'm not necessarily saying that's the situation for this girl. But I'm saying, as somebody who is showing good promise on working themselves and making something of themselves, you got to be mindful of the people that are around you. Now, I will admit, though I've heard this girl speak her side and say this, that, and the other, and it all sounds good, she does have characteristics that seem to match those of people that'll jump ship as soon as shit gets rocky. You see what I'm saying? Like, of what I've seen of her, again, these are all little short clips that have been going viral on the internet. Again, we don't know the conversations that they're having in their household. We don't know the character of this girl. None of us can confidently speak to the character of this girl, her mindset, her morals. None of us can confidently speak to be able to justify and say, oh, nah, she's a bad person or she has ill intent. We don't know, right? We don't know. So let's give her some grace in that regard that we don't know. We're all speculating. But but in saying that, I'm still going to say, based off of experience, lived some life, right? Because that experience is always going to be your best teacher. She does seem to have characteristics just in terms of like her attitude. I've seen her, cause gripe in terms of, oh, well, why are you taking pictures with them? Like, you got to understand who you're dealing with. You got to understand who you signed up for. So her herself can't be a naive girl like, oh, why? She gets mad when he takes pictures with other girls. She gets mad when he signs autographs. Do you not know who you're dealing with? Do you not know, like, are you naive to who you're calling your boyfriend? That comes with the territory, madam. He has to do that. He has to take interviews. He has to take pictures. And I've seen Travis say, of course, he makes sure he does a good job of keeping his hands to himself. He seems like a good kid. He just seems like a good kid. Honestly, man. And this is not me trying to little bro him, whatever the case, because I respect him. I respect what he does from what I know of him and what I see and how he carries himself as a character. He seems like a good kid, but I see the areas where lack of experience, world experience, life experience, I see those areas where he seems still a little bit green. You see what I'm saying? Like, I still see like, my friend. Like, I see the areas within his character from the outside looking in, right? From the vantage point of somebody on the outside looking in, I do see areas in his character where I can see it's just a matter of lack of experience. Like, oh, my friend, you haven't lived enough life to be able to confidently say the things that he's saying in terms of his ideas of marriage and success and this, that, and the other. Like, listen to some people. Young people, this is a message to y'all as well, too. Yeah, y'all are adults and y'all got to navigate the waters of life the best way you see fit, but it's okay to listen to some people that have gone the journey. A lot of the gripe I would have with Gen Z at times, man, it's just like, y'all don't listen. Gen Z doesn't listen, bro. Y'all are so, like, of the Gen Zs that I come across, y'all is hard strong on y'all emotions and how y'all think. Y'all be willing to jump off the hill for certain things that you're not knowledgeable in, or life hasn't even gave you the lessons that come with the things that you're passionate about. It baffles me that Gen Z, and then it's like, y'all are not as receptive to guidance. Now, again, of course, some people, you might say, yo, these boomers and these disgruntled millennials, this, that, and the other, but you got to at least give us the credit that we've lived enough life ahead of you. You see what I'm saying? So Gen Z, man, and Travis Hunter and anybody, man, like, don't be opposed to guidance and wisdom. At least, of course, try to vet the people that you're getting your guidance and wisdom from as well, too. Make sure the people that are trying to put a solid word in your ear have the purest of intentions for you. So for Travis Hunter, I know Deion Sanders seems to be like a solid guy that could give you some, that's his coach. Deion Sanders seems to be a solid guy to get some intake from. I think his father's in his life as well, too. Because I was always wondering, like, what is his dad telling him? His dad is in his life. I think I saw a clip of his dad celebrating when he was announced as the Heisman Trophy winner. So I know his dad is in his life. I know he has male figures in his life, man. So I hope he's not dismissive of the guidance that these gentlemen can provide to him, being that they've had more years in the game of this thing called life. But essentially, that's all I have in a nutshell. I think to wrap it up, man, I think, honestly, none of us can speak to the character of this girl. Yeah, I have seen her acting in manners or saying things in manners or just giving off certain vibes or energy of just like, sweetheart, you're going to have to adjust this if you want to be the wife of the man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, know what you signed up for. You got to be a little bit more realistic talking about some, I don't want him taking pictures with girls. Are you confused as to who he is? And this is just me giving credit where credit is due. He's the next one up. So if you want to be the girlfriend or the wife of the man that's next up, you got to operate in reality a little bit more, man. So again, that's just my stance. I think both of them, again, they're both fairly young in this game of life. I think both of them have a lot of growing and maturing to do, which is, give us all grace. We all at some point needed time to develop and grow and mature and things of that nature. So I think they're young. I think they'll figure it out. I think if it's meant to be, it's going to be. Yeah, we have hundreds of stories of situations like this going wrong and get married and then the divorce and then the settlement and that. So we don't want this to be the outcome of this Travis Hunter kid, because again, he seems like a good-spirited kid with a bright future ahead of him. But at the same time, we can't project. You see what I'm saying? We can't project that outcome on his life as well too without, causing any extra anxiety for him in this, that, and the other. We don't want to project what we think might happen, but we do want to be able to offer guidance if guidance is being well received. Offer guidance and let him figure it out on his own. Let both of them figure it out on their own. He's gonna have to learn. I think I said, like, he's gonna learn. We all had to learn. Heartbreak, whether getting burned in bank accounts and this, that, and the other, whatever the cases, whether just heartbreak, deceit, whatever it is, he's gonna have to learn, and that's what's gonna make him a stronger man. All of the lessons, the man you see before you right now speaking in this camera is because of the lessons that I learned along the way. So just let him learn. Don't deprive him of the life lessons that's going to end up eventually, hopefully, making him a better man. Those are my thoughts. Of course, I want to hear yours down in the comment section below. As always, the likes, the comments, the subscribes are all greatly appreciated. I will catch you on the next one.